Let's start with K-State taking on Michigan State in this Sweet 16 matchup in New York City. So these two teams have a lot of similarities, more similarities than you might think. First off, when you look at the Big 12, you look at Kansas State. Kansas State's one of the better three-point shooting teams in the Big 12 Conference, and they also are the best three-point defense in the Big 12 Conference. What is Michigan State? Best three-point shooting team in the Big 10? And I'm looking at conference-only stats, by the way, for each league. And then on defense, they are the best when it comes to guarding the three-point line. So they do an outstanding job, just like Kansas State does in that category. So, okay, you're looking at this and saying, where are we finding differentials between these two? K-State, second best free throw shooting team in the Big 12. Michigan State, the number one free throw shooting team in the Big 10. The comparisons continue. On top of that, let's look at something else where they are very similar. They both are negative in turnover margins. Michigan State and K-State. Oh my goodness, the similarities continue, right? So this is one of those games where suddenly you're looking at it and you're saying, what might the difference be? The difference to me in this game is a couple of things. K-State proved itself on the boards against Kentucky in a very impressive way and is one of the reasons that they won that game. They have been good on the boards all season long, second best in the Big 12. Michigan State, not good, bottom half of the Big 10 when it comes to rebounds. And that's one of those things in a game where it could end up being lower scoring than certainly Kansas State wants it to be. Those kinds of things, second chance points, are going to matter. And you've got a Kansas State team that proved that going up against Kentucky, you know what? They can rebound with the best of them. They can get the job done. They may not have the big man in the middle necessarily that everybody thinks about, but they can get the job done in this kind of environment. And ultimately, a game like this will come down to who controls the pace. K-State wants to keep it moving. That's what they want to do. That's when they're at their best. Michigan State, going to want to slow it down, be a little more methodical, and longer possessions. Ultimately, in a game like this, high emotions, high energy, going to be rocking at Madison Square Garden for each of these teams. I think K-State's going to have the pace that it wants in this game, and ultimately, this is going to lead to Kansas State picking up a victory over Michigan State with a final of 72-64. K-State gets a relatively comfortable win over Michigan State, and it's heading to the Elite Eight as the magic carpet ride continues for Jerome Tang.